This is section chapter 9.1 part 2, the standard normal distribution. Let's just begin with making a note in your orange book that a normal distribution is a bell-shaped curve, but a standard normal distribution, which is what we're learning this chapter, is a normal distribution where the mean is 0 and the standard deviation is equal to 1. So just have that in your notes. Let's just go through some examples using the method that we learned in 9.1 part 1. So, as always, the first step is to sketch the graph. It says probability of z being less than 1.52. Now remember, the standard normal distribution has mean 0, so 1.52 will be to the right, and you want the probability less than 1.52, so this is the area that we need to work out, which is equal to the probability. Now, is this in a less than positive form? Yes, it is. It's less than positive form. So we can straight away look up the value of probability in the table. So less than 1.52 is right here. See, probability of z being less than 1.52 is 0.9357. So there's our answer. Using the table, we get the answer equals 0.9357. Okay, straightforward enough. Next question. Probability of z being bigger than 2.60. So step 1, as always, sketch the graph. 0 in the mean, and 2.60 will be to the right of 0, and they want the area bigger than 2.60. Now, is this in a less than positive form? No. So we're going to have to make it into a less than positive form. In this case, we'll have to use the 1 minus method. So this is 1 minus probability of z being less than 2.60. Now, why is that? Remember, this is because the small area to the right is equal to the 1 minus the area less than 2.60. So again, this is in the previous video, so if this still confuses you, maybe you should watch that again. Now, probability of z being less than 2.60, that is in a less than positive form. So let's look this up. 2.60, here it is. Probability of z being less than 2.60 is 0.9953. So we have 1 minus 0.9953, which equals 0.0047. Next question. Probability of z being less than minus 0.75. Let's first sketch the graph as always. 0 in the middle. This is minus number, so it's to the left, minus 0.75, and then with the probability z being less than this negative number. Again, this is not in a less than positive form, it's a less than negative form. So we're going to have to do some changing. Let's first use the symmetry to reflect the area. Remember, these two areas are equal due to symmetry. So this is equal to probability of z being bigger than plus 0.75. Now this is still not in a less than positive form, So we're going to have to use that 1 minus method, 1 minus probability of z being less than 0.75. This equals, let's look up the probability of z being less than 0.75. 0.75 is right here. 0.75, this is 0.7734. So the answer is 1 minus 0.7734, and this is equal to 0.2266. Last question. Probability of z being bigger than minus 1.18 but less than 1.43. Let's first sketch the graph. So it is 0 and minus 1.18 is going to be to the left, minus 1.18, and 1.43 is to the right, 1.43, and they want the z value between these two, so we want to work out the area between these two values. Now this is a new type of question, but it's not too bad. You just have to do this. The area in between is equal to the total area less than 1.43 minus the area less than minus 1.18. If we take this away from this, then we'll get this area between. That's exactly what we'll do. So this is equal to probability of similarity z being less than 1.43 minus probability of z being less than minus 1.18. Now this is equal to probability of z being less than 1.43. That's in a less than positive form, so we can look this up straight away. 1.43 is right here. 0.9236. So we can write right away 0.36. Take away. Now unfortunately this is in a less than negative form, so we're going to have to do some changing. So less than negative form, that's of this case. So let's first use the symmetry to say that this is equal to probability of z being bigger than positive 1.18. Now this is still not in a less than positive form. You should know what to do by now. We're going to use the 1 minus method. So 1 minus probability of z being less than 1.18. This we can look up on our table. Probability of z being less than 1.18. 1.18 is right here. So we want 0.8810. 0.8810. So the probability is 0.9236. Take away 1 minus 0.8890. Is it? 8810. So if we use the calculator, then the answer is 0.9236 minus, in brackets, 1 take away 0.881 close bracket, and the answer is 0.8046. And that ends this part of the video. Thank you.